So, Kim, I wanted to ask you what you thought because I was reading somewhere that they are going to put like a part of Disneyland. They're going to build like an Avatar part.
Avatar, which one?
The blue.
Ew.
Like,
no, thank you.
Avatar. Like
no, the other one's Nickelodeon. Kind of.
Yeah. It's
okay.
not Disney.
So how I feel about that?
Yeah.
Well, they already kind of have that going in Disney World, and I
They
mean,
do?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so my brother says it's cool, but I don't trust him. So, no, I honestly, I struggle with that a little bit because I'm not a huge Avatar fan. As I think you guys know, I actually refuse to see the second movie because I'm going to be one of those that just waits for it to come out on Disney Plus. Sue me.
I haven't even seen the first one.
You haven't?
Watch Pocahontas.
But you saw the second one?
No, I haven't seen either.
Oh, okay.
Watch Pocahontas. It's the same thing, just cooler.
Yeah, they're blue now.
Everyone's like, you have to see it in theaters. It's an experience. No. Pocahontas was also an experience.
You know what was an experience?
Loading.
Oh my gosh. What's The Quiet Place?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I wish so much I would have seen the first one in theaters.
That was a good movie. I didn't see the first one in theaters, but the second one in theaters was
I know
very,
you watched
very
it
good.
at my apartment on my laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I've heard this
the
story.
First one, yeah.
No, I watched that one in theaters. That, yeah, can confirm. That was an experience. But, I mean, Disney can do whatever they want, because guess what? I'll still probably go. So...
I know. It just makes me it just irks me. I just wonder how much of the population actually just really loves Avatar, because I feel like everyone I talk to, they're like, yeah, they're cool movies, but they're not
My favorite.
super into it. Yeah.
Like, is it in your top 10?
Yeah, there's
No.
there's not actually
Yeah.
a world, it's just Avatar. People just oh yeah, it's just a movie. But there's no fan base really, like you were saying.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter.
It's not like Harry Potter where you
Yeah.
could do a lot with it, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what I was reading, it was making it sound like they're not even doing just a ride. Like they're making
The whole
a
section.
like a section.
Yeah, they have it. They have it
like
at Disney
the Star
World.
Wars one.
They're called. What's the place called in Avatar? Pandora.
Yeah, Pandora.
Yeah, they have it. I think they either have had it or they're finishing it or something. They've had one or two rides in Pandora at Disney World.
How are they
don't
getting
like
the
that.
space for Disneyland?
I don't know, but Disney World has its own zip code. Did you guys know that?
No.
That's how big it is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'll
I
have to
need
share
go
my
to-
story about the first time I
It's
went to
gonna be
Disney.
walking around like an entire city.
I need to go to Disney World. Oh,
We need to
man.
go. Girls
Oh
trip.
my god.
I'm just sad. I want some. There's so many other Disney movies that deserve at least a ride. Like Lion King. Come on. Lion King is the GOAT. Come on.
There's a restaurant, I think. Don't quote me. There was a restaurant
I
in
know, but
Animal
it's not
Kingdom.
like a ride.
True.
They need
Because they even
What
have
about Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say. Where
yeah.
pull the lever, Kronk, and then it's the drop down ride. But don't get me wrong, the whole they're changing Splash Mountain, I think, at Disneyland
Tiana.
to Princess and the Frog, which I was like, that's
They're
kind of cool.
finally updating things.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool. I like that because there's no representation of that movie anywhere. But I would have wanted Emperor's New
What
Groove.
about the bear ride? You know what I'm talking about?
The Grizzly.
Could be for
Grizzly
Brother
Run.
Bear themed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Exactly.
So
What a missed
cool.
opportunity!
Why?
I don't
I'm
know.
mad. I'm mad.
So let's petition.
Okay.
Dear
Just gonna call
Walt
them right
Disney.
They're on my speed dial. Oh gosh.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Walt, we gotta talk. No,
He's in his grave. He's like, yeah, what's up?
I think he's frozen. We'll talk about that another time.
Oh, that's creepy.
It's a conspiracy.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Anyway.
Hey everybody, you're listening to Discussions with Heidi, Nat, and Kim.
We're three sisters who talk about anything and everything while playing trivia.
We can't promise we'll always stay on topic, but we can promise we'll always be safe for work. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Anyways, now that we've talked about all the fun things from our childhood, today's episode, we're talking about what it means to be an adult and what you do when you're an adult. So I was thinking about this, and I was just lying in my bed, And I was thinking about the word adult because it's just weird.
It's not a good word.
You know how like some people say it like adult?
Yeah.
And it's
Why do you say
Cool.
that way?
It's just, but like honestly, I might join that
That means
train.
you're an adult if you say adult.
yeah. No, you're like a level 50 adult. I don't know. But like, I was thinking about it and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, adult. I was like, dolt. I was like, isn't dolt like an insult? And then I look it up. Guess what it literally means? A stupid person. Dolt.
But
Like DOLT.
But doesn't putting a in front of it discount that?
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
Like-
in a lot of words, that
Natalie,
is
you
true.
just missed half
I'm-
of the word.
I'm gonna be thinking about this a lot.
No, but I was just thinking, I was like, you're adult. You know, you're a stupid person. I was just like, you could make that
Because
a
you
joke.
feel that way, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna like
constantly.
say that if we're
Yeah.
around somebody and I'm like not enjoying them, I'll be like, you're very adult, and then you guys will know that I'm calling them a stupid person. But if I'm like, wow, you're an adult, then it's like they're actually like smart.
You're an adult.
You're actually like
You're an adult.
somebody that
You're
we
smart.
could trust.
Yeah,
A wise person. If
But
you
yeah,
will.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, that's kind of funny.
Oh.
Adult.
there it is.
All right,
All
we
right,
did it.
All
I
right.
did.
I can go.
Okay, sweet.
I need to start.
It wasn't as scary.
Okay.
Maybe I need to turn it up.
All right. Cirque du Soleil started in what country?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
France, United States, Canada, or Russia?
Russia, I want to say,
I want to say Canada because they got something French going on up there.
or France.
Yeah, but France is an option.
It is an option, but I feel like that's there to throw us off because I think, based on my
Or
Latin
maybe
background,
Canada's there to throw us off.
no, I think Canada is never there for just because. It's there to torment
It's never
us.
there for fun.
It's never, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just there. I'm just kidding. I love
Alright.
Canada, kind of. Yeah, Canada,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Montreal.
Say, I'm gonna say Russia.
Russia. Okay. It's Canada.
Oh!
Have you ever actually seen one of those shows?
No. Oh yeah. Remember when we went?
Yeah. I was. Oh yeah. Wait. Well, that was with you. That was that
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Are
I
you
wasn't
talking
there.
about Stadium of Fire? Yeah,
Yeah,
Stadium of
yeah.
Fire. We went to the Stadium of Fire.
I was like, I can't believe you
Together.
forgot about that. That's like one of my core
No.
memories.
No, of course not.
No,
not
that's
forget.
cool though. Critical team. I use my multiple choice skills that
There you
Nat
go.
talked about last
There you
time,
go.
and was like, well, France is the obvious, but there's got to be the right answer. Canada, and Canada speaks French for some reason. Never understood it.
Mhm.
Don't know why.
Well, it's like the more north you get, the more French they are. Or
Yeah.
like Chinese. I don't know.
France. France.
Yeah, no.
Oh, France.
That was a good question, though. I don't think I saw that in my trivia search. So sometimes you have some overlapping questions.
I know. Yeah. Cool. Well, did you guys make a list?
Yeah,
All right.
I checked it twice.
You checked it twice.
No, I checked it once, but I added something since we've talked. Actually,
Okay. Well, what do you think is like what how wow, I'm just like I can't even get this question right. How what's the first thing that tells you somebody's an adult? That comes to mind. Like you see someone and you're like, yeah,
their back
they're
pain.
definitely their back pain.
Am I
You
wrong?
you
Am I wrong?
see them and then you're like, oh yeah, that's a person I can trust, or is that what you mean?
I don't know. Like, what does adult mean to you?
Yeah, what does it mean to you, Heidi?
I don't know. I've never been asked that question. I kind of just like it's like one of those things where you see it and you just know. You
I know that's why we're doing the impossible here. We're
Yeah,
defining
we're
what
defining.
it means.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
definition.
someone who has back pain, not from like a disease that they've gotten from
Just
child,
from old age.
just from
A wise.
Because when I turned 25, it was like the next day I woke up with the worst back pain, and it's never left.
So you're saying like 25-year-olds are adults?
Isn't that when your brain is fully developed? That is my
That's true.
definition of
That
an
is
adult,
true.
actually. When your brain is fully
Heidi's not even developed over.
Whoa! I'm a dad.
No, that's actually like 25 is like the like average, right? Because some people develop quicker than others.
So maybe you're one of those.
Yeah,
advanced.
Let's say I am.
For the
All
sake of the episode, we'll say you are. That's my definition, I think.
Interesting. Okay, so you went with like something physiological.
I mean, I was going to say gray hair, but I don't have gray hair yet.
Well, like some people just like have gray hair.
I was over here
they're
like
early.
checking Natalie's hair. I'm like,
Whoa! All right, listen.
No personal attack.
The things going on with my hair right now is because I need to dye it.
I was just checking.
She's like a mother monkey.
Oh god.
Checking.
That's so nasty.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I see my first gray hair because I don't think I've seen one yet.
Well, I hope it looks like your mom's, because that hair is beautiful. Your mom's hair is beautiful.
My
It was
friend-
just faded to gray.
My friend who's very blonde would just have like random black hairs,
Oh.
so that's kind of funny. But
So is her hair gonna be black when she's old?
that would be sick.
It just like totally turns on its head.
That'd be cool.
I'm going to be definitely the person that dyes their hair till they're dead. So.
Well, I'm hoping that my hair will fade like my mom's. If it starts coming in like little pieces, nah, I'm dyeing that thing. I'm
Yeah.
dyeing my hair.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom never lets her hair grow out, so I don't know what it looks like. I have no point of reference. So, and my grandma, who's almost 80, same thing. She dyes her hair, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm just surrounded by women who are in denial of their age. So,
Okay, Heidi. So back to you.
Yeah.
You are adulting when.
I don't know. I wasn't prepared with this question.
What did you prepare? What's
yeah, what
on
do you
your
like
list?
that? Yeah, what do you write
Oh,
down?
it's on my list. You're supposed to say like
Yeah,
on my list.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh. Okay. I thought you were saying like just like come up with my own definition,
Oh, okay.
like
no,
of
sorry.
an adult,
Sorry.
not like my example.
Well, like that's how we're defining it with examples, sort of.
Oh,
Back it up.
okay. I
Sorry,
feel so
sorry,
dumb.
I confused you. No, I was very confused.
Back it up and show your work.
Okay, when you were excited about buying a vacuum.
Oh, I wrote that down.
Yeah.
But also like kitchenware.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love my
Pots
instant,
Yeah.
like air fryers. I love my air fryer.
I love the like things on social media that will be like, one day you're just like out partying, and then the next you're admiring how well your microwave works or something. And it's like,
Really?
That's awesome.
No, that was on my list too.
But I guess along with that is like when you're excited about buying like new bed sheets, like a
Oh, yeah.
high thread count,
Yeah.
higher thread count bed sheets, you know? Because like we're like looking at bedspreads like a little while ago, and Wes was like, well, I kind of want like a higher bed sheet count,
Thread count.
thread count, and I was like. Okay. I was like, that was the last thing I thought of, honestly.
I just
was
want
like,
to sleep.
it just looked nice. So I was like, I'm going to get that one.
No, and like the higher thread count also lasts longer.
Yeah.
And then when you're an adult, you have to have, well, you don't have to have. I have like 3 different bed sheets that we swap out.
What?
So when one's being washed, you put the new one that's already been cleaned. Work
That's
smarter.
kind of smart.
Work smarter, not harder. So put that on your registry.
Yeah.
Because you asked us, and I've been trying to think of stuff. Put extra bed sheets on your registry. You're welcome.
Smart.
Because that way you don't have to like be like, okay, well now I can't lay down. I don't know if anyone else is like me. When I'm doing laundry, I like to lie down on my bed. But if I'm washing the bedding, I'm just like,
And then you like get on it and it just feels weird.
yeah,
and
it feels
you're like,
wrong.
Well,
You're like not fully sinking in.
Yeah.
You're just like on
hovering
edge.
over
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah, like I don't like the texture.
Yeah.
Or you're just like, I just feel like I'm getting my body grow, like my gross body on like the clean.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. That's
And then
how
it's
I
just
feel
gonna
too.
like live there, and you like
Yeah.
introduce germs to it, and then it's just gonna like
Liz,
grow.
these are the things I have in my head. I can literally picture
same.
it. Where
Same.
I'm like, there's germs underneath me, and I made those germs, and they're gonna stay there forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
No.
why.
Yeah. Listen,
have sheets.
also like mattress protectors. Okay, so underrated.
True.
Because I have those thoughts too, and like when I when I have babies, you know, and I'm breastfeeding, this is really gross. I'm sorry, but sometimes you just leak. and it goes through the sheets.
Yep.
And like if it were to like get in your mattress, then that's like you could like smell
Oh
like
my
spoiled milk.
gosh.
You know, that's just
I just wanna
disgusting
throw
to
up
think
right
about.
now.
Yeah. So like I got a really good mattress protector because I was like,
Same.
this ain't
Did
happening.
you get
I
it-
will never be able to like feel like it's clean ever
Which
again.
company did you get it from? Because we got one from the company we bought our mattress from. Nat and I have the same mattress.
I think that's
and it's really nice.
I think so. I think it's
Because
the
like
same
I
one.
got it not for that reason, but for like if at any point, you know, like I don't know. I'm always thinking the worst case scenario. Like, what if I have the stomach flu and like I throw up and it gets through, and I same kind of thing where
Yeah.
it's like I don't want that to be just etched into the mattress. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Gross.
just it's gross.
That's smart. Yeah, get a mattress protector. Write this
Alright.
down.
Yeah, my friend Sarah was like, "Yeah, don't forget a trash can." And me and Wes look at each other, we're like, "Oh my gosh, a trash can!
That's so funny.
It's
a
true.
broom, a mop."
Duh.
Forgot about all those things.
Get a steam mop.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Nice one.
But we
Changed my life.
already have like so many expensive things on there that we're like, the most expensive one that we have is a table. It's from IKEA. It's the same one Haley has.
Oh, okay.
And
Shout out to Haley.
Shout out to Haley. She's best. She sent me the link, and I'm like in love with her table. Okay, maybe that's another one when you're like in love with tables.
Yeah, furniture excites me.
When you like to go
okay?
to furniture stores for fun,
Yeah.
and pretend like
Yeah.
you are so rich that you can buy this 7,000 living room
And
set.
then you sit down and you're like, if this was a couch I designed, I would put this here instead of like over here. You know?
Dude, that's
Yeah.
me and Jeff at the Parade of Homes, man.
Oh my
We
gosh.
just these multi-million-dollar homes, and we're like, well, if I had this place, I would close that window, make that window small. Like I was judging that, and I'm like, no, I'd be happy to have a house. I think, hopefully, first of all, humble yourself, Kim. You're not rich, but
yeah. That's so
no,
funny.
furniture
That's a good
excitement
one.
is real. It's
Yeah.
adult.
Adultish.
That's when you're adulting.
Yeah,
There you go.
adulting.
What's like the most exciting furniture? I think couches.
Couches.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. Colton and I, the other day, we were like talking about budget stuff, and we're like trying to save up for a house, you know, which is like insane because who can do that in Utah? But we were like talking about it, like if we're saving up for a house, when are we ever going to be able to get new couches? Because we literally have couches from my best friend's sister that she just gave us when we first got married.
5
Like,
years ago.
yeah.
Might I add?
5 years later, we still have them. I'm like,
And they're
when are we?
not
Because we
good.
were just planning, like, as soon as we got a house, we would buy our new couches. But, like, who knows when that's going to happen? I'm like, when are we going to do this? And he's like, I was thinking about that, too. And we were just like,
Well, we
couches.
found ours for like, I don't know what number we gave you,
I
but
said like it was 1,000.
yeah, with taxes and everything. But we got 2 of them, and they're nice. But we do plan on getting new ones when we move into a house because we were both like, nah.
Well, that stresses me out. I'm like, what if I buy a certain type of couch and then I move somewhere and, like, the living room's shaped a certain way and it, like, they don't fit in
Then
that
you sell them
space.
and get new ones.
Well,
No, it just stresses me
bringing
out.
it back to Haley, Haley's house also has those couches that can move. I forget what they're called.
Like sectional couches.
No, it's like, well, kind of. It's like there's 2 love seats basically, and then they can move them around however they want.
Oh.
And so, like, sometimes when we go over, it's all in the same thing facing the TV. Sometimes it's 2 different, like, they're facing each other because we're playing games.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
yeah.
It's pretty smart.
So think about that because Jeff and I were looking at that. And the only thing is, Jeff is so tall that he needs, like, a high back couch. Because when we
Yeah.
first moved into our place, we got low back sectional.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And he hated it.
Yeah.
We had it for like 2 weeks, and then we're like, we're done with this. Okay, it was more like 2 months. But still, we were just like, this is annoying. And then we got the ones that we have. And
There was a nice couch on Facebook Marketplace where it was like a couch, but it like opened up. And
Oh,
you could
nice.
Put, like,
Yeah,
stuff
like
inside.
storage. Storage.
Yeah,
And
I
was like,
love
"Yo,
storage
Dude,
stuff.
I would totally buy one of those.
Yeah.
Still looking.
Also, though, it's hard for me because I don't like reclining couches in, like, the main living room. I want my living room to be, like, nice and have, like, they're, like, nice-looking couches. And I just don't think reclining couches look as nice, typically. I would want that, like, if we, ideally, we would have a house where, like, we have an upstairs living room and then we have, like, a theater room that we have, like, the reclining couches.
Ideal.
we deal.
But, like, right now, where it's, like, it's kind of smashed into one, I'm like,
That's how we feel.
like the reclining couch to watch movies, but I hate the way it looks, and so it's
Yeah.
like
That's how we
hard.
feel.
That's all right.
That's how we feel.
It's true.
So.
that's also when you're an adult when you like struggle internally with decisions like this. When you're a kid, it's like, does it have Pokemon? I want that one.
True.
When you're trying to
Practicality and
overthinking. I think overthinking is an adult thing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I wrote down not caring what you're getting for Christmas and birthdays.
Oh, true.
Literally, you guys can get me socks, and I would be the happiest person ever. Because when people ask, "What do you want for your birthday?" I don't know. Because when you reach this point of adulthood where you can kind of get whatever you want, but like what people could get you on birthdays,
Yeah.
and you just buy them because you can.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell people like what you actually want. So, yeah, I usually ask for gift cards for that reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you love getting gift cards. Because I think as a kid, when you got, like, money for your birthday, I don't know, for me, that was always a letdown. I was like, what is this? Money?
Yeah, because then you have to be creative and find your own thing.
Yeah, I loved getting just, like, presents. But now I'm like, money? Yeah.
Yeah, and my mom does not like that. My mom is very much like, just give me an idea of, like, something physical we can get you. And I'm just like, no. How about a hug?
I get that. Like, I try and make my gifts, like, thoughtful. But sometimes it's just like, you know what? If this is what they want, I'm just going to give them what they want.
I'm not going to lie. Nat is the best gift giver in the
I'm really
family.
not anymore. I could not think of a single thing for Mom. I
Okay,
can't.
no, we're still stuck on that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, yeah.
Because our
Alright.
mom's birthday is tomorrow, and
She's the best mom.
she's the
but
best, but we don't know what to get her for
can't figure out
birthday.
anything.
Yeah.
Because, again, she's an adult, and she can also buy whatever she
And she's also at the stage where she's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
And
and
she
she
does
and she
care.
also doesn't really have like a ton of hobbies or anything, so it's like you literally just don't know. And then I've just been shot down so many times with Mom, like where I've tried really hard to get her things that she might like that might be like helpful for her life, and then they just like end up in the room downstairs unused.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool.
Yeah, so it's hard because dad kind of set the bar high. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh,
like,
I know.
such a good idea. Like, what did I think of?
I know.
Like the whole time she was opening her gifts, I was like,
I was
wow.
impressed. I was like, good job, Dad.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you did really good.
Yeah, you did.
No, we called him on Thursday to ask for gift ideas, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is what he told us what he was getting." And I was like, "Wow, why did
Yeah,
we
so
think
he
of
got
that?"
her a massage gun,
Yes.
like a really nice one. He got her a pair of boots, right?
like nice snow boots. They were super
A
cute.
sweater.
A sweater. What else?
A yoga mat
And a yoga
Yoga
mat.
for her to do
Yeah.
Pilates, which I did not know she did Pilates.
She doesn't. But it's a new hobby.
She's
Oh,
trying
she's
to.
trying
She's
to.
trying to
Oh,
get into
okay.
it. It's like
I just
the
didn't know if she's
exercise
been
bike.
doing
She's
it.
been like sort of doing it.
No,
right?
she's been doing it every day
She's
according
been
to Dad.
trying, Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
So-
he's
She's
been
been
doing
using
it
her
every
little
day.
bike.
Yeah,
She likes her bike.
I want one.
Me too.
I know, right? Sit and watch TV and just
But yeah,
pedal away.
that's when you know you're an adult, though, is that you just don't know what to ask for. But yeah, going back to Nat though, I'm not gonna let you slide by, because Nat gave me my favorite Christmas gifts this last Christmas, and I used them pretty much every week, at least once. At least once. My massage gun changed my life actually because of my back pain from being an adult. I literally sometimes in the middle of the night I'll like go into the living room and just like use the. I'm like, oh, and Jeff's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm just
Okay,
rolling it out.
but that was on your Amazon wish list, so that wasn't even me. I just was like, you know what? People put things on their wish list because they actually want it. So if it's like a cool gift, I'm actually gonna get it for her, and I did.
Well, and you got me the card shuffler, which wasn't on my list.
I mean, yeah, but
so. And we've used it how many times in the last week? Because I don't know how to shuffle cards. Okay,
You do.
I do know how to do it. I just get embarrassed, and then every time I do it, and they're looking at me do it, I just freak out.
it's because our mom's like a world class shuffler.
I know she's
okay?
like talking and like.
I
doing
know
it. I'm
she's like.
and then there's me. I'm
I mean, it's a bit dramatic, but really, it feels like
No,
that.
that's-
It feels like she's like behind the head. Like,
she's like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, dude, that's how I feel with my students, though. Like, every time I'm, like, shuffling the cards for Uno, which is a lot, they're like, I do the bridge, and they're like, whoa, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like, yeah,
it
I
is
know.
cool.
no, like
is cool.
I understand the pressure because, like, so much so that, like, this was like 4 years ago when I was recently married. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this, and I like sat down and I practiced shuffling every day after work for like a month until I finally could.
Yeah, I don't make time for it. And so thank you.
Now-
Thanks,
yeah, now
thanks
you-
to
now you
Nat.
don't have to.
Now I don't have to. And everyone else is using it except for Mom. Mom's like, I'm faster.
I know.
She's
Mom's like so impatient with it. She's like, just like watching us put it in. She's just like, you can just see the impatience just like fighting
Just
to come out.
growing.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, man.
Anyways.
I put some of these just like made me laugh. I haven't really like related with them yet, but when you were pissed that they changed the layout of the grocery store.
Yes, that is a real thing. Oh my god.
Or how every Walmart is different, or every Target is different. I walk into your Walmart sometimes, I'm like, where am I? And like, I'm like, okay, groceries on this side. Okay, that means everything else is over here.
Oh my
Like,
gosh, I hate it when,
mess.
especially like if I am going shopping, I usually have my kids with me, and it's usually like a short window of like how much time I have to shop, and if they throw me off by changing things around and it takes longer for me to shop, then the kids start getting fussy and I start getting angry.
Oh, yeah, no, I feel that. Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
All right. A Harry Potter stunt double was paralyzed on the job. Which actor did the stunt double do stunts
Oh
for?
wait, I think I've seen something about this.
I think
Was
I know
it
the answer.
Is it Harry?
Rupert Grant, what, Daniel Radcliffe? Is that who you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Radcliffe?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah, I saw
But-
something about that.
But I have a little bit more on that. So David Holmes did the stunt double thing for Daniel Radcliffe in every Harry Potter movie, but an accident during a flying broomstick scene in the last movie left him paralyzed from the neck down. Radcliffe organized a celebrity charity auction to pay for his medical bills, and Holmes now runs a production company with 2 other quadriplegic friends.
Oh, that's
Did you guys
really
know
cool.
that part of the story? I was like, oh my
I knew that
gosh.
he like raised money for him, and they're like still friends. I think.
He's just
But-
a stand-up guy.
I love Daniel Radcliffe.
We love Daniel Radcliffe.
Dan, if you're listening, we love you.
Dan.
Dan, we're your stands.
Oh man. Yeah, Colton thinks anything he's in is like hilarious. I'm like, okay. His eyebrows get to me.
They're so bushy.
Yeah.
He just like has
still
such
love him.
a
Still love him.
like interesting face. Like
Yeah.
it's
It
very
really
like,
is.
it's very unique. I don't feel like there's really any other face that like really looks like his except for Elijah Wood, because they do look alike.
Yeah.
But like he just looks so dissimilar to everybody else.
I think,
Not in
yeah.
a bad way.
I
think
don't
it's
think
good.
I mean, how could you? But they definitely did not predict that when they cast him as when he was like a little kid, you know, for the first movie, what he would look like when he was older.
Yeah. But hey,
Anyway.
it worked out.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It worked out. So,
Okay, I put you're an adult when $1,000 doesn't seem like much
Oh
anymore.
my gosh, I put that, but with $100.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah,
Well, $1,000 is
Same.
nothing to me anymore.
I know. Like even like a few years ago, if we would get if we were to get $1,000 on a tax return, I would have been like, "Dang, that's a bomb!" And now I'm like, "That's it.
Yeah.
That's all."
Like,
Yeah.
that's all I get. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. I put when you look forward to or schedule your naps.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever do that thing where you're like, okay, if this happens at this time, then at this time, then I can get like a 1 hour nap in, like in between.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even schedule it. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm going to push everything back, take a nap, and then just like deal with the consequences later. That would have been me today if you hadn't said, like, can you come do it earlier? Because I was like, I'm so tired. I barely slept last night. So I was like, it's just funny that you like texted right as I got home. I was like,
I'm
I
sorry.
literally was just by your house.
Oh man. Oh,
It's
it's the
fine.
worst. Yeah, when you have to think about gas, you can't just. I remember in high school we would just go on drives for fun all the time, just like not a care in the world. And now it's like,
Yeah, do we really have to
can't
go
go.
there?
yeah,
Yep.
How would you say tomorrow?
maybe we can couple it with like this errand, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that's what we do. Like, how about we go tomorrow and we're also doing this? I'm like, that's smart. Like, going to Costco because next to your parents. Jeff was like, how about we go tomorrow since we're going to go to my parents right after? Or like, we can go to my parents right after. And I was like, yeah. Save time and gas. That's what you have to think about
Yeah.
when you pay your bills. That's kind of another thing I wrote down too is like when you get old enough to like, you want to turn the lights off everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Because you're not because you feel like that's, you know, just what you have to do, but
because it's gonna cost
Oh
you
my
more.
gosh, that was one of mine. It says when you get mad at people for leaving lights on when they aren't in the room. I do that. Same with
Yep.
the cupboards. We'd already talked about it though, but like
Yep.
when you just like leave the lights on, leave the door open, leave the cupboard doors open. I'm like,
No, listen.
what's your problem?
We're actually big like energy wasters here. On my mission, my companions would always get mad at me because I wouldn't unplug things. Like
Oh.
they unplug whatever they're not using. Like the fridge obviously stayed plugged, but like the microwave, you unplugged it after you used it. Other
Ours
things
isn't
you just
plugged in.
unplugged it.
That's crazy.
That's
I do
hilarious.
unplug
That's
everything though. I just because I'm afraid that I'm gonna come back and my house is gonna be gone because
On
of a fire. Yeah. So I unplug everything, like my hair dryer. I like freak out about it sometimes. I'm like, Jeff, did I unplug the hair dryer? He's like, I'll go check. Like he knows now that I'm just like paranoid. And so yeah, I don't even like leave the toaster plugged in or our air fryer actually, even though it stays on the counter.
Yeah,
But it has nothing to do with
I don't
energy.
think I do that either.
Mine doesn't
Actually.
do
I don't think it's because of the energy though. I think it's just because I'm afraid
Afraid of the fire.
But
I mean, fair.
Yo,
but we are big energy wasters
Wes
here.
has like this like strip, you know, the like
Oh, the power strip.
the power strip, and it's just full. And I'm like, one day your house is gonna be on fire.
Yeah, does it give you like what's that movie? Oh no. With Ralphie, the Christmas movie.
Christmas Carol?
Is that what it is?
No, it's
No,
not a Christmas
no,
Carol.
no.
Ooh, that.
Oh my
Christmas
goodness, what is
Story.
it? Yeah, A Christmas Story. You know that scene where he's like trying to make it all shove into like one oh that
And
stresses
it just,
me
like,
out.
blows.
Yeah. It's like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's like what I picture every time I see it. I'm like, stress.
Not gonna lie, I kind of get that vibe here. We have like, so in the room that we record, it doesn't have like any power outlets around us, and so we have like this giant extension cord, and then like we have power strips coming out of that. Yeah, it's kind of a.
It's kind of a fire hazard.
Well, if you never see us again, you know what happened. Just kidding.
But going along with scheduling naps, one of the first things I thought of was like you have to schedule everything.
Oh, yes.
If you want to see friends, you have to schedule it like 3 months in advance.
No, yeah, you're like, hey, I miss you so much. Can we do something? Yes, I'm free 3 Saturdays from. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I actually can't do that day.
Yeah.
How about? And then you just next thing you know, you're booking things like 5 months out in advance.
And then you're like rescheduling it because like the day of something happens,
Yep.
and then you have to reschedule. Yeah,
Yep.
I hate that part about being an adult.
Yep.
It sucks.
That's why I'm like, I always tell my friends, just like tell me when. Or we have this couple friend of ours, Haley and Sean, and we've set out monthly game nights, and we've scheduled them all for the rest of the year. If that tells you anything. And we're like, okay, well, we can't do the first weekend in this month, but how about we do the second weekend, and then this month, like that's how we've organized it, because you know that's adulthood. You just have to coordinate with schedules. And I think Wes talked about that with his Dungeons and Dragons group, like just schedule and conflict. Like, I don't know. That's just a huge thing you have to worry about when working with people. Even with us doing this, sometimes you'll have to like coordinate our schedules. And
I mean, we do. We have a Google Calendar together.
so yeah, you have to schedule when you use your calendar. Yeah, let me actually check my calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And see if it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
I can go.
for it.
Okay. My other one was. Great. I had it.
My goodness. Gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can say it after. I'll
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
These
What-
trivia questions.
What sport could you win a Heisman Trophy?
Heisman. Football. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm not. I'm just listening
You
to
just
the.
pulled a Heidi.
I did. I just Heidi'd.
Soccer, American football, volleyball, or golf.
American football.
Nice. I didn't know what that was. So
You did?
apparently, I'm just a stupid one.
Oh,
No.
you're not.
I
No,
actually,
you're not.
in middle school, I read a book about a Heisman Trophy winner. That's why I knew that.
Oh.
It's
I
not
just
because I knew anything.
watch football more than both of you.
Yeah, that's true. I think football players are hot, though. Basketball players.
That's one thing that Wesley does really well is that I'm always like something about a sport I'm like not understanding, and he's like, I'm like, I'm going to sound dumb, but I don't know what that means, or, like, I don't know what that is. And he's always like, yeah, let me explain it to you. And he, like, explains the thing to me without making me feel stupid.
See, Colton and Wesley, they are, like, so similar. Because, yeah, Colton has explained so many things to me over my marriage.
And then there's, like, Cameron that's like, you don't know what that is?
Yeah.
Like, how stupid are you?
I know, which is so dumb. I hate that attitude in our family. I remember, like, when I first got married and I'd be hanging out with the Bradshaws and it'd be like that, where I'd, like, not know and I'd be afraid to ask because I thought they were going to react that way. But then I learned pretty quick that they would be like, they'd explain it to me. Whereas in our family, yeah, it seriously is like, you don't know that? You're so dumb. It's like, well, how am I supposed to know that until I learn it?
Yeah.
Like, how am I just supposed to
now
know?
I don't want to know anything from you because you're just going to make fun of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, then in my family, we fact check each other. It's like someone will say something, and it's like, no, according to this article I just found, that is wrong. That's how we kind of are with each other. That's why I mute the family chat sometimes, because I'm like, I'm not here to defend myself
good,
today.
Though. That's good. But I don't know if we could do that in our family. I don't think that would go down well.
Probably not.
I mean, people would mute us, probably.
All right. My next one was apartment shopping or house shopping. We kind of already talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, right now, like, trying to find an apartment is impossible with, like, trying to be, like, cheap, but, like, nice, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to spend money on a trash house, but you also need to spend money to get a good house. And there's only trash out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I started getting in my head that, like, I'm like, how many people have lived here? And I'm like, I wonder how gross these carpets are. And I just get way too much into it. And I'm like, I'm starting to think I just need hardwood floors. But, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a real
that
thing. When you spend the majority of your days off doing housework.
Oh, yeah. I miss Saturdays as a teenager and kid.
Same. Not worrying about anything. Well, at least for me, my mom would say, oh, you guys can sleep in. And then, like, jam the vacuum by the door. You guys can sleep in. It's like 7:30 in the morning, and she's vacuuming right by our door. And I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm getting up at 7:30. Also, can you make your bed? And so, yeah. But, yeah, most of our Saturdays are spent just, like, cleaning. And then by the time it's, like, 4 p.m., we're just, like, not ready to be social again. And so we're just like, let's just stay home.
Yeah.
And then we are like, why don't we have friends? It's because we prioritize trying to clean over doing that.
Yeah. It's kind of true. Okay, one thing I thought of was, my goodness, it just left my mind as soon as I started saying that. Like, knowing the price of things.
Mm.
So, like, Colton always gets mad at me whenever I go get gas. He's like, well, how much is it right now? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I just get gas. Yeah. And he always thinks that's so dumb. He's like, you don't know how much it is.
But it's like, either way, you're going to have to pay it.
Right.
So it's like, why bother?
I
Because, like, that's a necessity.
But I thought about that. I was like, I remember distinctly after getting married, and, like, a few of my friends had been married, and we finally got together to hang out. And, like, these are friends I had from high school, right? So we used to talk about all sorts of things. No, we're with our husbands, like, all gathered around. We start talking about, like, car insurance. And I just remember looking at Colton like, oh my gosh, it's happened. Like, we're adults. We are talking about which car insurance is better.
I know. I can't. Yeah. I can't wait for the moment when we all have kids and we're all just talking about our kids, and that's all we talk about. You know.
Me too, because I feel like all I talk about is my kids, and then you're all just like,
no, well, right now it's like me sitting here while you guys talking about houses.
Oh.
It's like that same vibe, because it's like not your fault, like, because you guys just relate to that, but it's like that moment when we're all gonna be like, yeah, my kid did this and they did that, and I'm so annoyed.
Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea. I've been so impatient. I, like, really cannot wait for that day. I'm so tired of being the only one.
I know yesterday you were like,
I know.
Kim,
get on that.
Get on that.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait for that either, because I always think, like, even when we're at your parents' house, I just envision Nora leading the troop and, like, bossing all the other kids around.
Yeah.
Like, follow
100%.
me! Yeah, that's going to be Nora.
Yeah, well, for those of you listening, if you want to send me, like, a sympathy card or something, I'm 26 years old and I'm still not an aunt, so.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. There are plenty of people out there who don't even have kids,
I
and they're
know.
like in their 30s.
I just wanted to be an aunt for so long. It's hard, I think, because I grew up in a friend group where they were all aunts by like 12.
Yeah.
And so they were always talking about their nieces and nephews, and I was like, hello.
Can't relate. Yeah.
No, yeah, I got my all my nieces and nephews the same year, so it worked out. It was like a package deal. I had Riker and Nora the same year, and then Hudson and Baylor the
It's
same
true.
year. So I didn't have them; my sisters did, but I gained them into my life.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Kim, do you have any more?
I do. I have taxes.
Oh, taxes.
Yeah.
When you start having to pay, or you're more excited about how much of a tax break you get because you're married, or in your case, because you had a kid last year, and things like that. I also wrote down having a more difficult time staying up late, or like when someone says, like, oh yeah, we're going to start at 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Where that's
And when we did the
super
escape
late.
room, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I only did that because the time before that was 4 p.m. And so I was like, okay, 4 p.m. or 9 p.m. And so, anyway, I was just like, ugh, it's so late. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm getting so old. Because back in the day, my friends and I would start things at like 10. And that's when we would start. And then we'd end at 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, 11 p.m. Let's.
When I was in
Start to
Logan,
wrap
it was
up.
like I'd finish my homework at like 10:30, and then we'd go do something at midnight. It
Yeah.
was like one of those
Mhm.
things.
Yeah.
And then we'd wake up at 7 a.m. Yeah. It wasn't smart, and it wasn't fun. It was in the moment, but not waking up.
And now it's like no matter what you do, you wake up bright and early, just
Yeah.
like on your own.
Oh, yeah, I also wrote that down without an alarm.
Yep.
When you wake up before your alarm, or you don't need an alarm to wake up early. Yeah.
I had. Wait, you go next.
Well, I was just gonna like comment. I noticed that a lot of these things that I wrote down, I was like, you know what? It's almost like we revert back to being kids in a way, because like I was thinking about containers and how excited I get about containers. Nora loves containers, and then I was like, wait, wakes up early with no alarm, like kids. I'm like all these things. I was like, wait, we just like revert back. But
That's creepy.
a
Yeah,
little bit.
because think about it, like old people, like older people, they always complain about, oh yeah, I've been up since 5 a.m. for no reason, and I've just been up since then. I'm like
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when babies wake up just in the middle of the night because they just,
No, and I also put
Can't.
for like you're an adult when you choose comfort over style.
oh yeah.
Kids, like, I don't know, Nora's always just like, I don't like this, it's itchy. Like, she doesn't wear like anything like, yeah, it has to be like very comfortable for
Her
her.
pajamas, her Spider-Man pajamas.
But then she also will just wear things if it has, you know, something she likes on it. So,
it makes her feel pretty. I've noticed she does like things
She feels herself.
when we're like, oh,
Yeah.
that looks so pretty on you. She's like, thanks.
yeah.
I picked it out. I'm like, no, you didn't. Your mom did. No, it's true. It's
Let's
true.
see. My next one is when your mantra is "we have food at home."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that much.
Yeah,
It's so
I
sad.
dislike that one. But there's this quote that I always think about every time I'm in a situation where I have no idea what I'm doing and like I need help, which is often. But it's that horrifying moment when you're looking for an adult, but you realize that you are an adult. So you look around for an older adult, an adultier adult, someone better at adulting than you. I thought, how fitting.
Yeah.
I seriously
Yes.
think that. I'm like, I need an adult. An adultier adult.
That's being an adult, though. Like, just realizing that everybody else is just like faking it. Everybody's just like, nobody knows what they're doing.
But it's kind of cool that everybody kind of has like a specialty almost
true.
in their life. Where they're like, oh yeah, I've experienced this. I know what to do in this situation. Whereas like, I wouldn't know how to do that. But I could do something else that they don't know how to do. You know? It's kind of cool. Because like we each have something to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Or we're just all confused in everything and we make it up.
True. Yeah, it's scary when you have kids and they're like, look at you and you're like, I don't know what to do either.
Well, you know what's crazy is I was Googling stuff too about this topic, and a lot of them said, like, you know, you're an adult when all the other adults around you, they look like they have it together, but they all claim that they don't.
Mm.
And I was like, that's true. Because to one other person, I probably look like I have
Oh, yes.
my stuff together.
Yes.
But to everyone else, or like how I feel, if that's not how I feel like I'm always just like struggling internally. And so then it makes me wonder, like, the person that I think has it together, they don't.
Yeah.
So food for thought.
Yeah. I also said when you want to eat healthy, when you exercise. Yeah.
Well, I have the opposite, I guess, where you can have cookies for breakfast and no one can tell you that.
True.
It's
I
not
mean,
healthy.
also true. Yeah.
Cookies and cake and ice cream.
For breakfast.
Have a stomach ache all day long, but it was worth it.
Like one of my friends sent me an Instagram reel like last year, and it basically said, like, this girl was in her car. She's like, so I had a really bad day at work and I really wanted an ice cream cone, and guess what? I went and got an ice cream cone because I'm an adult and I can do it. And I was like, true. That's
What
when
was
you know.
that other one? Who said that to me? Where they're like, I'm that type of person where it's like I treat myself. I treat myself when I'm having a good day, and I treat myself when I'm having a bad day. When I exercise, get a treat. When I wake up early, get a treat.
I think it was a real I think.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I have never felt so seen than in this moment, because it's so true.
Yeah, I think you sent it to me too, and I was like, that's me. Treating myself.
I
just
mean, there's no one
constantly.
else patting you on your back. You
That's
gotta
true.
do it yourself. I mean, growing up, it was like you clean your room, and your mom was like, awesome. Now it's like you clean your room, and you're looking around.
Another room to clean.
Yep.
And now I gotta clean the
By the
bathroom.
time
Yeah.
you get back to that room that you
It's already messy
previously
again.
cleaned, it's already messy again because
Yeah.
somebody went in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's been days and you just couldn't get yourself there. So
I have to say though, my like top thing that I hate about being an adult is that the kitchen is always messy, and you have to cook all the time. It's just always messy. I hate it.
yep, same.
Oh, that's one of those things is I hate cooking. I hate it. I'm like, I'm going to spend half an hour to an hour cooking this meal, which is going to take me 10 minutes to eat. That's so unfair. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm spending so much time cooking than eating. So I might as well just not eat. Get a
Yeah.
snack.
That's why it's nice when you have someone that you can talk to though during your dinner and just
That's
and
true.
it's like, because when I was single, it was the same thing. I was like, why am I gonna cook all this food just to like
Yeah.
eat it for 15 minutes and then bounce?
Yeah.
But when you're with someone that you can like talk to sometimes,
That's true.
just like,
When I
how's
had
your work day?
roommates and we all cooked together, it was pretty fun.
Yeah,
But
when you're alone, it's
But
different.
when you're alone, especially when you're cooking for one,
Yeah.
it's like hard. But like both me and Wes aren't cooks, so I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
This is not
How
gonna
it's
go
gonna
well.
go.
We both hate laundry. We both hate cooking. Well, he doesn't really hate cooking. I hate cooking.
He makes salsa.
He does cook, but he just doesn't. I don't
Oh.
know if it's just because he doesn't really have his own space,
Oh.
or if it's because he doesn't like. I need to ask actually, instead of just like assuming.
Assuming, yeah.
But
Yeah, for me, also the added stress of trying to cook when you have kids. It's like, I honestly don't mind cooking if like I can just like cook and I can just
yeah.
focus on that and like I don't feel pressured by time. But when I have like kids pestering me or like one's getting tired or needs a bottle or and I'm just like, just like it stresses me out so much. Yeah,
I need a snack as you're literally making food.
I know.
That was Nora yesterday with your mom. She goes, Nana, I need a snack. And your mom's like, oh, sweetheart, we're about to eat dinner.
And of course she gets a
and she
snack.
opens the pantry as she
Oh
says
my
that.
gosh.
She's like, yeah, anyway.
No, but I swear, like, it's always like when I have something that's like time sensitive, you know, like something you've got to stir, like, or whatever, and then like somebody like trips and hits their head, and I'm like, "Ah," and it's just like, oh, it's the worst. Yeah. Anyway.
Man, adulting, it's fun.
It's
Sometimes.
the best.
Best of both worlds.
No.
Thanks for listening to Discussions. Hit the little camera icon and follow us on Instagram at Discussions Podcast to stay updated on all things Heidi, Nat, and Kim. And don't forget to catch us on next week's episode.